Hello and welcome to another session of our Java tutorials. Today we are going to create a program that sums up numbers to the nth value. So let's begin. As you can see, we have this class called printSumOf to the nth number, and then we have this main method here. So now what we need to do is to create a variable that will store the value that has been summed up, and we will initialize it with 0. So we can start here and say and make it integer and say sum equals to 0. So we initialize this variable with 0, and then next we will use the for loop to iterate through the numbers that we need to the sum. So we will say for, come here and say for int I. So this variable I of type integer, let's say we start at 0, and as long as I, so we can choose numbers. We can do 10 for now, and then increment I by 1, and then we open this up with curly braces, and then let's print out the numbers first so that you can see what we are actually trying to do. So we will say sysout, and then let's print out I to the console. So let's run this, and as you can see, these are the values that we will be summing together. So we will be saying 0 plus 1 equals to 1, 1 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, all the way up to the nth number, which is 9. So now that we've printed this to the console, let's understand the logic. So each time the iteration takes place, the numbers are printed, but we want also those numbers to be summed up. So we will bring this variable which will store the sum. Every time the summation goes, then it will start at 0, and then as iteration goes to 1, then it is added to the sum, which is 0 plus 1, and stored on the sum variable. So the first iteration will have 1 inside this variable. The second iteration will have 1 plus 2, it will have 3, and so on until the last number. So we can print sum here, or rather let me print these numbers and then the summation on the side so that you can see the progression of the summation all the way to the nth number. So we can say I and then plus, and then let's put the equals to and another plus, and then let's print this value here at every iteration, and let's run this and see. So what is happening here is initial position, it was 0, and then 0 plus 1, it became 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, and so on until the last number, which is 36 plus 9 is 45. So now that you've seen that, we actually do not need this sysout here. We can just bring it outside so that we can just print the number itself, the sum, instead of printing all those numbers. So we can remove this and just print out the sum, and let's run this again. And as you can see, our 45 is summed up here. And for this, you can change these numbers. You can start at 10 and go to 100. You can do anything you want, and you'll get the sum there. And that's it for today, guys, and I will see you next time on the next video. Thank you so much.